What is up, friends? We're going to continue from where we left off yesterday. I've got a couple ideas of things I want to try, so we'll see how that goes. So I think I need to bump up font sizes and stuff, so there we go. I know that there are extensions that do that for you. I don't like them. I've tried them. Okay. Also, as a general reminder, here in a moment, we're going to get not the live workshop, live stream chat. We'll get the bot sticking something in here for this live stream. Feel free to chat in there. That's where we do chat. I don't do YouTube because YouTube has moderation issues, and yeah, and Twitch has its own problems, and then Twitter, of course, is Twitter. So, okay, the idea that I had was there are clearly projects that were created that do this. I don't want to use them for various reasons, but I think I'm going to test these out and see if they work, and try and find some of the differences. So first thing though, let's just get back to parity, or just make sure it still doesn't work. I've got my test login thing here. Save that. Here's our OTP thing. Let me update this. I've got one password over here. Copy that and test the code. And yeah, still null. Okay, so my first thought is maybe SHA-1 is the only one available. Like, it's the only one that works, possibly. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is. Well, so you can specify the algorithm though, and I removed that because I noticed the other ones weren't. But what if I stick the algorithm back on? Let's just make sure. If I go to SHA-1, save that, copy, come over here, oh no, not that. Yep, that works. Okay, now switching from SHA-1 to 256. And paste that there, save. Here, hold on a second. I'm going to look at the one-time password that's generated. So that one starts with 199. If I change this to SHA-1 and save, it is different. Okay, so that's good. It, at least in 1Password, it does care about the algorithm used, and it changes based on that. So if I use this, okay, so it doesn't work when I change the algorithm. Here, let's get rid of that. So if I change the algorithm to SHA-256, it definitely changes the one-time password that 1Password generates, but it does not verify. If I use SHA-1, then it, and let's come and update this one to use SHA-1. Copy this, paste that, then it does verify. Huh. So, let me ask this question again. I asked ChatGPT this the other day. I noticed that OTP libraries typically use SHA-1 as their hashing. Is that a hashing algorithm? Yeah. However, I understand that in recent years, this has been deprecated due, the cybersecurity industry has recommended against using this due to known security vulnerabilities. So I implemented mine my own OTP library or utilities using SHA-256. However, when I use this algorithm, the OTP client 1password does not work, does not generate OTPs that are valid or that I am able to verify. Should I just use SHA-1 or could there be a bug in my software? All right, let's see. Okay, so the RFC says use SHA-1 according to ChatGPT. We'll look that up. That's what I thought, yeah. Yep, okay, that makes tons of sense. So, what do we do about this information? First of all, we celebrate because this is going to work now. So, yay. This is too big. Let's do zoom level of 2. That is much better. Yeah, so this is good. But now we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna leave the default to shoot. Let's change the default to SHA-1. SHA-1 is not secure for compatibility. You know what? Let's just share this thing. You know what? Actually, before we do that, let's double check these RFCs. It's an implementation. It looks like you can change it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, good. This is exactly what I need. A birthday attack. I've never heard of that one. Yeah, dang. Yeah, I knew it, I was like, SHA-1, that was broken, wasn't it? And so now I went on this big, long thing to not use not P. And so I based my implementation on this and modernized it with TypeScript and modern JavaScript. This is released 9 years ago. And I did all that because I didn't want to use SHA-1. I was like, I'm pretty sure SHA-1's been broken. You know, maybe 9 years ago they didn't mind so much, but now we do. And so I went on this big, long goose chase. And in the back of my mind, I was like, maybe it's not very applicable because one-time passwords are short-lived. So, yeah, and that's exactly the case. So that stinks. But you know what? So we're gonna default to SHA-1. Yeah, but in the context of or just OTPs in general, well, it's unrealistic to expect security issues. Also, it's a default for compatibility with OTP apps. That said, if you're the client acting the role of both client and server, you can definitely and your OTP is, or TOTP, I guess in this case, is longer lived, you can definitely use a more secure algorithm like SHA-256. Cool, and that's exactly what we're going to do for one of our use cases. Oh, this is so nice that we figured this out. Okay, good. So coming over to sign up, we're going to switch this. Where is it? Yeah, algorithm. Right here, algorithm, SHA-256, and with our, I'm so glad that I put the algorithm in the database. That was a great idea. Good job, me. Okay, yeah, so then we also have forgot password. Yep. No, we want should I specify the algorithm here? Just be explicit. No. What do we have defaults for? Okay. I have very mixed feelings about that. We're going to leave it with the defaults. All right. So now I need to figure out a way to end-to-end test this. But let's get this thing running and do a manual test. Oh, right. I was going to put a link to this. Learn more from the RFC. I wonder if there's a page 25. Sweet. Oh yeah, there it is. There we go. Good. Okay, so localhost, we log in with Cody. We go to profile, edit profile, enable 2FA. That should not have bumped me up to the top. Let's fix that really quick. Settings, profile, yeah. And then enable link, prevent, scroll reset. There we go. So now I click on this and it does not reset. That's good. We got to style this better. Enable 2FA. And then I come over here. I say edit. I say scan. And it scans. We save. We copy. We paste. We confirm. And it's enabled now. Sweet. So now this user has two-factor authentication enabled. Sweet. So somehow we got shut up to the, oh no we didn't. I think we're good. Okay, then I can disable. Sweet. That should have updated. Huh, yeah, we'll have to look at that. So let's enable it again. Edit, generate thing, save, copy, paste, confirm. Yeah, we did get shut up to the top at some point. I missed it. I think I know when it was. It was when we go to redirect. Yep, I know what's going on. So in here, we create the code and we say redirect to verify, and that is going to shoot us up to the top. I wonder if I can do, I don't think the forms can do this. Prevent. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, that is so amazing. Okay, so let's try this again. Come down here, go boom, disable. Yeah, we gotta look at that. Okay, now enable. I'm not shut up to the top. That's awesome. Let's verify this again. Yoink. Save, copy, paste, confirm. Ah, we got shut up to the top. So that's on the verify here. Yeah. Prevent, scroll, reset. Yeah, that is so sick. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that'll work. So let's figure out, when I say disable, I'm on the index and I say disable. This should trigger the loader again. And we get the verification, but we should have deleted the verification. Type in target. Interesting. Okay, so let's add a console log verification. And then let's also check the network. Boom. Oh, well, it worked that time. Maybe there's some weird hot HMR thing. HMR is awesome, but also the worst. Here, let's try that. Yep. Nice. And that worked. Awesome. And disable. And it worked. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, so let me do it one more time. We're scroll down here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to wait for a second. This is going to expire in 3, 2, 1, 0. And confirm. Still works because we have a window of 2, I think. I think a window of 1 would be sufficient. I should look at that. Okay. Good. And we're not scrolled to the top. And then I click this. I think this will scroll me to the top. Oh, it doesn't. Sweet. Let's look at our window. Yeah, window of 2. Let's try window of 1. Yeah, window of 1 there. And then let's scan this guy. Save. We'll copy this. That's our code. I gotta wait 10 seconds. I just want to make sure we at least have one old code. And I'm pretty sure that's what window of one is going to do. And now it's expired. We say confirm, and it works. Okay, so now the trick is, oh, yeah, that didn't work. Man, that's weird. I've got to look at the network traffic there. Yeah, I don't know why that would be happening like that. Okay, so let's grab this. We're going to copy this. So this code is expired immediately. I grabbed it at 1 second left. And now we're going to wait for the next code to expire and make sure that it does not pass. So now the question is, why don't I just use Authenticator module and not have to have my own thing? And I have mixed feelings about this. Okay, yeah, so this is expired. We're on to a new code. Confirm, invalid. Sweet. So you get one old code to use, and that is it. Okay, now let's see if this will fail or not. No, it didn't fail that time. Maybe it's like measuring the position of an electron, where it is in the atom. By measuring it, you change where it is, and so it's impossible to measure where electrons are. Did you know that? Science with can't see dots. All right. Oh, by the way, it looks like the bot did create a chat. And yeah, 1 minute is in there. What's up? Oh, some different kind of SHA-256. Thank you for looking at that, 1 minute. I think I'm gonna stick with SHA-1 because I believe that Google Authenticator also does that. At least as of like, where was it? Google Authenticator. They archived this in 2021. This updated in 2018. But they say they actually, yeah, be quiet. They actually ignore that. Oh, whoops, I turned off my phone. Yeah, so they ignore the algorithm option anyway. So that is interesting. I imagine there are other clients that do this as well. So I think we're going to keep SHA-1 for two-factor auth, one-time passwords. But for my own, that I generate and I verify, yeah, we're going to use SHA-256, especially since these are live for 200 or for 30 minutes. So probably better to do it that way. Now, it just occurred to me, I think that I have the wrong window on those. Yeah, we want window 0 here, because yeah, because the length of time is a half hour. We don't want, like, this is a little different way that this works. So yeah, short window for those. All right, let's make sure that we have not broken our tests. Pretty sure we're still good. I also want to do a little bit of cleanup in here. I was trying really hard to not have to do types for all this stuff, but yeah, I think it's better to do types. I just wanted to rely on inference. But yeah, that makes us have to do kind of weird things. Yeah, let's Let's just add all the stuff. We've got all the information, so we'll just add it all. Also, I want to change that API. Yeah, we're going to just stick this in here. And then period and window and algorithm. And here, let's do this. I wonder, what if I do this? Period is a number, and then I say the number of seconds for an OTP to be considered valid, a time-based OTP. All right, so then if I stick that in here, and then I say verify TOTP, period. Nope. Man, I hate that. Isn't that the worst? The type has a, so when I've got it on there, it works. And then if I hover over, okay, fine. Let's OTP and secret, blah. Okay, then if I hover over this, still not a, that's too bad. Gonna have to document all that there anyway. This one makes sense to have these as optional arguments. And token. That is more correct. Period digits algorithm. See, period algorithm and window, but no digits. Verification doesn't need to know the digits. Apparently, actually it does. Yeah, this should have digits. Okay. So period digits algorithm, I think we could call these the TOTP config. Yeah, okay, here we go. Type TOTP config period digits algorithm. I think we'll leave these as required, but then say, well, partial. And then the verify HOTP has these defaults. So say TOTP config. Rats. Here, let's try this then. The OTP config has digits algorithm and counter. I think I'm probably trying to be too clever here and should opt for verbose instead. That I think is a good change. Let's see. These ones I think are fine to use inference for the types, but these ones, I think the period having a default is fine, but these ones are just forwarded on, and those can have a default in where they're used. I think it makes more sense to put that first. Wonder. Whoa, we still, whoops, still call that valid seconds. Default period. And we don't have to do that. That doesn't fit on one line, does it? Yeah. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. Okay, great. So then let's add some docs to the exported stuff. Creates a time-based one-time password. This handles creating a random secret, base 32 encoded, and generating the TP for the current time. As a convenience, it also returns the config options. It is a TOTP. Okay. That's exactly right. Right now, I hate that. I think I want to turn this off. Is there? You can't turn those off, can you? That's so annoying. That's cool. TypeScript, disable specific warnings. Yeah, well, yeah, unused param, sure. No. See, because it's not a compilation error, it's just a warning. See, I like inference, and I don't want to have to do this garbage. Okay. That's fine. I guess we get that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we do need the defaults right here. Yep, there it is. We do need the defaults. Default period, default digits, and whoops, default algorithm. Yep, that is important. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, the rest of these are fine. Okay, let's just double check. I'm gonna move this up to the other utilities we got. You know what, I'm actually gonna move these down to the bottom where they don't matter. And we just have 3 exports. This one needs to be documented. I think the default of 3 is too much. Like 2 maybe, but 1 really. I think no TP, no TP, the one that I base mine off of, has a default window of 50. Yeah, no thanks. Okay. Yeah, then it returns. An object with delta, which is the delta between the current. Okay. Very good. Is that a URL or is that a URI? What does ChatGPT have to say about that? Is this a URL or URI? OTP auth / AB secret 123 issuer B. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's a URI. Thank you. So we're going to rename this to URI. Thank you. Yep, awesome. Feeling pretty good about this. Now, will somebody please take this and make it an open source library so that I can use this instead of having it hard-coded? I think we're good on. We probably do one thing, and that is, oh right, of course we need to fix a couple places where we're using things. This should work with window 1. I think that should work with window 0. Okay, let's try, whoops. Kablooey. Oh, right, because my defaults changed. Ha, that was a breaking change. So our tests told us you had a breaking change. That's useful. Okay, so then check the OTP auth URI functionality. All right. Come on, Copilot, you can do this. Thank you. Very good. Yeah, at some point we're like copy pasting the code, but yeah, pretty much just want to make sure that yeah, expect URI to include or to contain that. Probably should match this. The most important parts are the secret and the issuer. Uh-huh. That's interesting. Am I misspelling something or something? URI. Oh, gotta stick that there. Man, these tests are going slow. Huh, that's it. Yeah, this is getting pluses instead of %20s, which is kind of interesting. That is different. Yeah. Okay, so here's the problem. This is a pretty simple function, and so I'm almost already going too far down the path of basically re-implementing the code in the test. So here we're just going to go with this. That communicates something pretty useful. It's like, just take all that stuff plus the issuer and account name. There you go. Just having this test in place, even though it's actually it's a pretty simple function, it's not all that useful, but having it in place will help. If we extract this to a separate module, it'll help make sure that we don't break the types. So that by itself is kind of useful. Oh, we also need the secret. Ooh, yeah, that'd be bad. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, no. When we get this, we get the secret back. That's right. Yeah. Awesome. Here, except we want to communicate you don't need the OTP. So OTP. We want the config, but we also have the secret, which is not part of the config. So there we go. That's what it's got. And that actually matches this very well. Super. All right, good stuff. So let's go fix this other stuff because we changed the API a bit. Okay, come over here. Call this depths. This module is should contain type definitions for modules which do not have their own type definitions and are not available on definitely typed. It's actually nice to have that in place because people will run into that And now I can show them where to do, yeah, where you do that sort of thing. And we can delete that now, hooray. So that's awesome. We're almost there then. So now once you've got two-factor auth enabled, then we'll do a login, and we're going to require that you verify before logging in. Let's see. Think how we're going to do that. So most places you'll enter in your credentials, and then the next page will have you'll, instead of going to the proceeding, you'll go to a verification page to verify your login credentials. Kind of wonder if I guess it'd be kind of similar to what we do for onboarding, where you sign up and you verify, or yeah, when you go to sign up, let's see, no, because on the sign up verify page, we actually show the email in here as well as the code and send that along. But from here, we take you to onboarding. Right here, and we stick your email in this session, so we know who you're onboarding as. So here's the issue with that. A big reason, well, one of the reasons that we did this TOTP thing for email verification was so that people, like, we wouldn't accidentally leak our encryption secret, which allowed people to, if that got leaked, then people would be able to generate their own payloads and log in as anybody. Well, not log in, but sign up as anybody. But we also are signing our session with a secret. And so if they got access to the session secret, then they could do the same thing. But I think actually, here, let's confirm something. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. ChatGPT. Let's go with ChatGPT 4. Is it possible to, okay, I'm signing a cookie with a environment variable called session secret. This is how I know whether my server, let's see, my Node.js server is signing to do. It's how I know whether my server created the session or the cookie, or it was tampered with. Is it possible to determine the session secret? Let's see. For an adversary to determine the session secret by evaluating the signed cookie value. Enough signed cookie values. Yeah, let's look at how this is signed. This is gonna take us into Remix. So there's our secret. Go into here. Cookie signature. Huh. Oh, this is in types, rats. All right. I mean, this is based on other people's work, so I'm sure it's good. But you never know. I'm just curious here. Okay. I dove into the abstractions I'm using for signing the cookie, and I'm using cookie signature module, which is using this, or doing. I believe this means it's not possible to determine the value of, hold on, I just saw base 64. Oh, I'm doing base 32. Yeah, anyway. To determine the value of the key, or the, let's see, yeah, the secret, is that right? By just looking at enough cookie values. Yep, they're over HTTP only. Yeah, well, that's good. Just for fun, let's see what it says about how we're generating our secrets. Here's how we generate the secret. Any recommendations on how to make it better? Or is this sufficient? I think I did 32, or did I do 16? I think I did 16. Yeah, I think that's sufficient. Yep. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yep, great, thanks. Except I'm not going to waste my 35 messages an hour, or every 3 hours. Is it 25? I think it's 25. So, thanks. Let's go with 32 then. All right, awesome. the fact is, people don't have to worry about generating that themselves. So if it's generated for you, kind of doesn't matter how long it is. Okay, now I just kind of got sidetracked there for a second. So the login process, I think like part of me wants to no. First I was thinking, oh, let's just go ahead and we can put the user ID in the session, but we'll also put another thing in the session that if that's in there, then it's not going to work. But no, that doesn't make any sense, because then somebody just, well, no, they wouldn't be able to modify the session, so that'd be fine. But it would be really annoying to have to check, well, I see the user ID is in there, but is there this other thing? So we're not going to do that. We will not put the user ID in yet. But what we will do is we'll put something in the session that says the user ID or the unverified user ID. That's what we'll do. Unverified user ID. And then we'll have them do the two-factor authentication. Yep, this will work great. So when we go to login, oh right, we have a login resource route, because you can do logins in different places in the app. That can be useful. We've got an inline login that you can render anywhere you like. Kind of think maybe it doesn't make sense to do this in the Epic stack. That's what we do in Rocket Rental, but I don't know. Lots of times people want to do like an inline login. Yeah, should probably do an inline verify thing too, so that you can say, oh, they're about to do something like kind of important or whatever. And so let's throw up the verification thing before we allow them to do that. Thinking about that, yeah, how do we do this? So let's think first about the login. They type in their stuff. We put in a thing in their session that says they are trying to log in. They need to verify first. So we set the target for the verification and the type. Sorry, just trying to figure this out. Let's see. I just want to kind of see if there's a generic way to do this, because it will need to be kind of generic. And we already have a lot of duplicate code between these two, and it would be really nice to be able to find a good solution for that. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna step away for a second from this problem because I kind of got distracted by something else. But yeah, I need to do this. We're gonna merge this sucker. So excited. We got Sentry implemented in here. Yep, perfect. Excellent. Thank you so much. We've got Sentry. Boom, baby. All right, squash this sucker. And then we're going to come in here. Yep, okay. Let's look at the package.json. Accept both. That's interesting. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, that types. I was like, there's no way I have just one types in here. Element OP QRS. There we go. Great. And then we're going to remove the package lock. Oh, wait a second. All right, good. Yeah, no rebase. We were just popping a stash. That was what was going on there. Good stuff. Let's make a little announcement for this. Actually, you know what? Let's do another thing. Because I'm pretty sure we lost a couple pieces of formatting. Whoa, hold on a second. We do not want to format that. Where is our pretty ignore? Tests, fixtures, email. Yep, that's correct. Are we formatting our migrations? We should probably not format our migrations either. Okay. Awesome. And let's go make an announcement. Sentry support has landed. And come over here. Huge thank you to this fine fellow. Well, I guess we'll just add mention for please check out the docs to learn how to get this set up. And Sentry MD. Oh, right, monitoring MD. And, ooh, am I allowed to tweet about this yet? I think I skipped a break. I'll tweet about this later. But I'll stick it in Discord now. I wonder, maybe we should do a decision document on that. Probably would be a good thing. Yeah, let's just do a quick decision document on this. Explain why I decided to go with Sentry. What is it? 06089. Production, unless you want to be watching your metrics and logs 24/7, you probably want to be notified when users experience issues or errors in your application. Let's see. There are great tools for monitoring your application, and after evaluating the different options, I can't remember why I chose. Yeah, I've used Sentry for years, and it's great. Though one of the guiding principles of the project is to avoid services. The nature of application monitoring requires that the monitor not be part of the application. So we necessarily need to use a service for monitoring. We can use one nice thing about Sentry is it is open source, so we can run it ourselves if we like. The Epic, however, yeah, that may be more work than we want to take on at first. We'll set up the Epic stack to use Sentry and document how you could get it running yourself if you prefer to self-host it. This ties us. We'll also ensure that we defer the setup requirement to later, so you can still get started with the Epic stack without monitoring in place. which is very useful for experiments and makes it easier to adapt to a different solution if you so desire. You probably don't hear that, but I am hungry. I'm going to have to stop here pretty soon to eat. Okay, consequences. We tie the epic stack to Sentry a bit, but I think that's a solid trade-off for the benefit of production error monitoring that Sentry provides. People who need the scale, or where Sentry starts to cost money, will probably be making money at that point and will be grateful for the monitoring. Let's see, let's get their pricing page. Sentry pricing. Okay, great. Let's also do one on logging, because we are going to add logging. Well, we're not. I'm still not sure which service we're going to use, but we do need to have something on logging. Add decision document for Sentry. Okay. Read the decision document here. Okay. Just added a decision document as well. All right, awesome. Good stuff. Okay, coming back to the thing that I'm supposed to be doing right now. Get stash pop. Okay, so think about this. I'm going to try something really quick, and that is see what GitHub does to my session when I go to log in. Application. I mean, I probably won't be able to see the session, but I'll at least be able to see some of the cookies. And I'm not going to show you because I don't trust random strangers on the internet. Okay, where is sign in? Here we go. So far, I've got logged in, no. That's interesting. Preferred color mode, dark. Device ID, TZ, and GH sesh. That's my session. This giant thing. Here. Can a session encode or signed like this be unencoded without the secret? I just kind of want to unencode the GitHub session to see what the payload is. Okay, how would one unencode a value? Here, please write a node script that unencodes a cookie value like this. I'm pretty sure there's nothing sensitive in this cookie value because I'm not signed in and this is incognito, but just to be safe, I am going to move this over here so y'all cannot see it. Because that would be pretty sad if I live streamed some of my GitHub stuff on here. So temp ignored. Okay, grab that and stick that right here. Oh, interesting. I'm trying to unencode a cookie value for GitHub.com, and it looks like theirs does not include a. Is there another common way to handle these that would allow me to see the payload in my session? Yeah, I think actually I do encrypted session or cookie values too for at least my personal website. Okay, thanks. Yeah, rats. I won't be able to see what they actually set in this session, which is too bad. But maybe there will be like an extra cookie name or something. So let's try. Sign in as myself. And then it wants to verify. Okay, so there's a cookie called has recent activity. There's still the GH thing, which is much longer now. So they definitely changed it. There's a device ID. I'm not sure what that's for. Still not logged in. And octo, I think that's a version number or something. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, the device ID is interesting. My website actually has a client ID session or cookie. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they that's interesting. So they have the GH sesh or _GH _SESS cookie that the expiration is set to session. So when I close this tab, it goes away. And the value is like is quite long, 872 characters, I guess. And I think when I finally finish authenticating, they're going to update it so that the max age is more than just the session. So let's try that. Verifying. Interesting. This is still, it expires in the session. It does have a logged in that is set to expire on 12/6. So not quite 6 months. Maybe that's a certain number of days probably. Yeah, what's 30 times 6 is 180. That's probably what they're doing. It's just 30 as a abbreviation for a month, maybe? That probably not. I don't know. But yeah, it expires like 3 days short of 6 months from now, I think. And has recent activities 1. User search is a cookie. Host users sessions, same site. Okay. TZ, device ID, preferred color mode, and octo.com user. So they do have a .com user, can't see odds, which is kind of interesting that they would do that. Let me check this out in non-incognito. Maybe they do something different. Maybe the cookie is set that way just because I'm in incognito. Oh, the GH sesh expires with the session. So if I close the tab, how do they know who I am? Oh wait, no. There's a user session. Aha, there it is. User session. That probably only has the session ID in it. That's what's going on. So the GH sesh is like the current, or like anything going on in the current time that the user has the browser open to github.com. And so that's where they're sticking in, like this person is currently verifying for this action or something like that. That's probably what's going on. Okay, I'm guessing, I don't know. Sorry I couldn't show you any of that because I just don't want to reveal my cookies and all that. So anyway, I think probably it would be a good time for me to take a break. And then I'll come back and we'll finish actually doing two-factor auth. So yeah, we're pretty close. I just need to figure out how do I want to do that verification screen. Yeah, like part of me is saying let's have a route that we always just go to that route, do the verification, and come back. But the other part of me is like maybe we should do more like what I would do with the login, where we have this inline login, so we can do the verification there. And I think, well, oh, you know what we could do? This is a good idea. We could set another cookie, or maybe just, yeah, probably another cookie that expires in, you know, a minute or two, that says whether or not the user has verified their identity with two-factor auth. And so when we need to do something that requires two-factor auth, yeah, anytime we need to do something that requires two-factor auth, we'll first check for that. Well, so first, if it requires two-factor auth, we'll first check if they have two-factor auth enabled. If they do, then we'll check for that cookie, and if that doesn't exist, then we'll show them the little thing. That little thing will be a full stack component, and that will set the cookie, and then we'll be able to proceed for as long as that cookie is valid. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. But I am going to stop the stream to go and eat lunch. It's an early lunch, but I didn't have breakfast. My bad. So yeah, thanks for joining and hanging out. And I hope you all have just a wonderful, wonderful day. And we'll see you all later. Bye.